This is Suzanne Wagner. Thank you for joining me. I am doing the daily Numerology and Astrology. This one happens to be for September 12th, 2020. I hope everyone stays safe out there. We are dealing with a lot of fires and a lot of craziness happening in the world, and really help your neighbor, protect the innocent, do your very best to support the animals and the wildlife, and put out water for the animals that are fleeing from the fires. And just remember, kindness really counts in times of struggle. All right, let's do the numerology for today. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 16, and if you add the 1 and the 6 together, you get the number 7. The number 7 is about patterns, strategies, and structure. Your body has a particular strategy and structure. It's designed to exist in this dimension on a particular frequency, and it's designed to notice certain things happening in the world because of the frequency that it tends to align with. Just remember that animals have their own frequency, and they align with different things, and their priorities are also different than human priorities because their energy is configured and put into a particular pattern, that it notices the flowers and it sees ultraviolet light and it notices other things that maybe humans sometimes forget to notice. And that's why we have all these reflections in our world. So this world is woven together like a tapestry. It's got many strings, many colors, making many images and patterns. So are you a string being woven into this tapestry of life? Are you an image being created in a story that the weaver is dreaming and manifesting? Are you a pattern in the background that gives meaning and direction to the characters and story that the tapestry holds? One way or another, each of us is a pattern within a greater picture. We are being worked into place and time that we can manifest some sort of substance that hopefully will have meaning, value, and beauty to others over time. The number 7 is about looking at the patterns that you are presently creating. Notice that during this pandemic, how many patterns you are either learning or unlearning. I personally am learning about construction and gardening. Never any forte that I've had before, and I wouldn't pretend to say I'm very good at it now, but I'm learning. I am unlearning, overworking, overdoing, and taking on things that are not mine to do. I'm sure many of you have been noticing that one too. Just because you are a particular pattern of energy does not mean that you cannot rearrange your reality and unweave patterns that have not worked out in the way you wanted. But to do that, you have to make the choice to initiate yourself being the creator of your tapestry rather than others doing that. When you choose the path of self-reliance, your chosen path will begin to spin the world in a new way. While it is a journey fraught with challenges and difficulties, at least those choices will be yours and yours alone. You will no longer be the victim of the whims of another's distortion. You will discover that your own anomalies and patterns that need to be shifted, and that is how you will learn to love all that you are, all that you have been, and all that you intend to become. The astrology today. Saturday, Jupiter finally ends the retrograde cycle, which has been going on for months. You will finally feel some forward progression that is desperately needed at this moment. Gradually, over the next few weeks, the aspects that matter to Jupiter will begin to move forward, giving confidence and making you feel as if the possibilities can and will expand in a more appropriate direction. The one problem is that it will make the problem seem larger and more urgent, and that will create a type of inner imperative, a calling to make you move towards action. The moon continues in the integrous sign of Cancer. It is all about doing what you say you are intending to do. Finish those important things off that are still on your list. You will find that small completions feel more satisfying today. I am anticipating how Saturn and Pluto will also end their retrograde cycles on September 28th and October 4th, which will make a huge difference in how we are feeling. These are the 3 planets in Capricorn that have been wreaking havoc on the world during 2020. They are all towards the end degrees of Capricorn, and together they make up the bad boys of the stars. They have been out of control and causing tremendous destruction for the last 3 years. It's been hard on everyone. We will all be happy to get to December when Saturn and Jupiter shift over to the progressive sign of Aquarius. I know I will be thrilled. Now, Mercury and Uranus quincux in the morning, and so expect to still feel unsettled and mentally a bit off balance. It's time to see a deeper understanding and to notice if the decisions you are making are well thought through. The last thing anyone needs is more impulsive choices to come out people's mouths when discordant words can only make things more chaotic and disorganized. You are charged in sacred time and space to think before you act. At this time, we do not need more misunderstandings. My quote for today: knowing with inaction shows a lack of empathy. Knowing with inaction is what makes karma. And my blog for today: we live more and more in a world where people want to observe but not get involved. People would rather film a situation rather than stop some horrific pattern unfolding. While video is important to document what is happening and bring awareness into the outer world, it horrifies me to see a generation of people who lack the deep concern to help in a time of crisis. It shows a level of detachment and a lack of understanding that we all need to help each other. We need, as a country, to stand up for what is wrong. We need to take action rather than passively accept what is unfolding. Now, just a added note to the side for today. Is anyone else getting exhausted by the robocalls? I am so sick of those robocalls that when you answer, they say, "This is important, do not hang up." And then you instantly hang up, right? I wish there were laws in place that would prevent these calls. They range from your extended warranty for your car is about to expire when your car is 16 years old, and you need to act now. Ugh. It makes me not want to pick up my phone, and they trick you by picking an area code that you might think that somebody you know or live by or live near is calling. In my case, it's related to my business. It is so irritating. Okay, that was just venting. Thanks for listening. Talk to you guys later. Bye.